Welcome to Pambansang Kamao channel mga bro. Please like and subscribe for more videos. Follow us also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter page. Thanks and more power.
Our topic for today are the ranked top 10 2019 pound-per-pound boxers in the world. A list of boxing elite as things stand in 2019. It's fair to say boxing has no dominant pound-for-pound king right now, unlike in some past eras such as Floyd Mayweather's. In the not-so-distant past, there is now genuine debate about who is boxing best today. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao are previous pound-for-pound kings. The pound-for-pound argument is probably one of the most contentious in the sport and everyone seems to have an opinion on it. Some rank the best fighters in the world based purely on the manner of their performances, how they look. Some rank them based purely on their resumes and weigh up who has the best recorded wins. Some take other factors such as activity and official resorts into account. On this video, we are going to lay out its criteria based roughly on Ring Magazine's pound-for-pound criteria for this list right now. Our pound-for-pound boxer top 1 is Vasyl Lomachenko, 13 wins, 1 loss, and 10 knockouts. After a historic 396 win and 1 loss amateur career, double Olympic gold medalist Vasyl Lomachenko turned professional in 2013 and proceeded to jump straight into the world-class matchups. The Ukrainian has since become a 3-weight world champion, utilizing his ethereal boxing ability to conquer the likes of Gary Russell Jr., Nicholas Walters, Guillermo Rigondeaux, and George Linares. Vasyl Lomachenko currently holds the WBA and WBO unified lightweight belt. Our pound-for-pound boxer top 2 is Canelo Alvarez with 52 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws, and 35 knockouts. Mexico's WBA, WBC, and IBF middleweight titleist has a number of impressive names on his win sheet, including the likes of Gennady Golovkin, Miguel Cotto, Daniel Jacobs, Erislandy Lara, Shane Mosley, Amir Khan, and Austin Trout. As some of those have come with the fair portion of controversy, he doesn't quite take our pound-for-pound top spot at present. The Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez is a 3-weight world champ and unified middleweight king this year, 2019. Our pound-for-pound boxer top 3 is Terence Crawford with 35 wins, 0 loss, and 26 knockouts. America's Terence Crawford has won world titles in 3 weight classes, including becoming undisputed super lightweight king. However, he is yet to face elite opposition. The WBO welterweight champion ranks so highly based on achievements and the manner of his consecutive victories, but must unify with the other welterweights if he wants to become pound-for-pound king. Terence Crawford has won world titles at lightweight, super lightweight, and currently reigns as WBO welterweight king, having held undisputed gold at 140 pounds. This 2019, Crawford reigned as undisputed super lightweight world champion. Our pound-for-pound boxer top 4 is Alexander Usyk with 16 wins, 0 loss, and 12 knockouts. In just 16 fights, Alexander Usyk has cleaned out his entire division, becoming undisputed cruiserweight champion. What's even more impressive is that the Ukrainian has won all of his big fights in his opponent's backyard. Traveling to face the likes of Mairis Briedis in Latvia, Murat Gassiev in Russia, and Tony Bellew in the UK. Usyk reigned as undisputed cruiserweight king, having won the WBSS, which involved all the division belts. His nimble footwork, consistent punching rate, and heavy hands made him no match for anyone at 200 pounds, with his most high-profile win coming against Tony Bellew in Manchester. The Ukrainian maestro has since moved up to heavyweight, but his debut was pushed back to October, having suffered a shoulder injury. Usyk's elusiveness and punch power has many wondering if he could box his way to heavyweight supremacy. But despite fighting at heavyweight in the World Series of Boxing, a hybrid amateur tournament using a pro rules, the 32-year-old frame is yet to be tested against the division big hitters. Usyk reigned as undisputed cruiserweight king but recently moved up to heavyweight. The pound-for-pound boxer top 5 is Naoya Inoue with 18 wins, 0 losses, and 16 knockouts. The Japanese 3-weight world champion Naoya Inoue has already blasted through the light flyweight and super flyweight ranks and is now a dominant force at bantamweight. In his last 3 fights, the 26 years old blitzed Jaime McDonald, Juan Carlos Payano, and Manuel Rodriguez with the combined total of 4 rounds. A monstrous puncher, Inoue is working his way up the divisions and remaining the most powerful man in the ring. Having begun his career at 108 pounds, the Japanese banger went on to claim titles at Super Flyweight, Junior Bantamweight Champion, and Bantamweight. Unbeaten Inoue has recently dared to call out Lomachenko to a bout at featherweight, having scored 16 knockouts in his 18 wins. The heavy-handed 26 years old has flown under the radar, having campaigned at the lighter weight, but meets ex-4-weight world champ Nonito Donaire in the World Boxing Super Series Finals. A win against the Filipino could again draw eyes to Inoue's devastating power, which may motivate him to copy Lomachenko and move up the weights in search of greater challenges. Monster puncher Inoue is working his way up the divisions and remaining the most powerful man in the ring. Our pound-for-pound boxer top 6 is Gennady Golovkin with 39 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, and 35 knockouts.
When Golovkin finally got the super fight he wanted against Mexican star Canelo Alvarez, many thought he won clearly, but it was ruled a draw. Their rematch a year later was far closer, and this time Canelo was awarded a narrow victory. The Kazakhstan status has taken a hit following his first loss, though the manner of his performances keep him ranked as one of the world's best. Having possibly outworked the Mexican in the first fight, Alvarez was more active in the return, which rightly or wrongly cost the Kazakhstans his belt. With Canelo looking to achieve Golovkin's dream of middleweight unification first, a trilogy bout can be ruled out. Failing to get the decision against Canelo in 2017 and then 2018 has cost Golovkin a spot in the second half of the list. But Golovkin, at age 37, is still one of the best boxing has to offer and will get the chance to win back the IBF title stripped by Canelo this year when he faces Sergey Derevyanchenko in October. Gennady Golovkin slipped down the pound-for-pound list after he lost his middleweight title to Canelo Alvarez. A win for the veteran middleweight could see him regain his position as pound-for-pound star.
Our pound-for-pound boxer top 7 is Errol Spence with 25 wins, 0 loss, and 21 knockout. IBF welterweight champion Errol Spence has now made 3 defenses since defeating Kell Brook to claim the belt in 2017. Spence topped Lamont Peterson and Carlos Ocampo before also dominating Mikey Garcia. Former sparring partner of Mayweather, Spence punch volume, body attacks, and balance gave him the tools to rule the welterweight division. He has also been slated to move up the weights, having dwarfed many of his opponents in 147 pounds, which could put his name among boxing legends. Spence's body punching is only matched by knockout king Inoue, and his relentless pressure was on show against Kell Brook in Sheffield 3 years ago. But after defending his IBF title against ex-lightweight king Mikey Garcia, the truth also showed his boxing skills opposed to his strength and power. The winner between welterweight champs Spence and Crawford, one of the greatest fights boxing has to offer currently, would catapult them up to the pound-for-pound rankings. Our pound-for-pound boxer top 8 is Manny Pacquiao with 62 wins, 7 losses, 2 draws, and 39 knockouts. When in his prime a decade ago, Manny Pacquiao previously held the pound-for-pound throne for several years until being beaten in 2012. But his return to world champion in 2019 has rightfully earned his spot back amongst boxing current elite crop. But a resilient Pacquiao scored that first KO in 11 years in his next fight against Lucas Matthysse before high-profile wins against American Adrian Broner and Kit Thurman this year, 2019, the latter for the WBA welterweight crown. Now, with an astonishing resurgence at the age of 40, the 8-weight champion has regained his place on the list, having beaten Adrian Broner and Kit Thurman to become a welterweight king once again. In his storied 24-year career, Pacman has ruled 8-weight divisions, beginning his career at flyweight 112 pounds and going on to win titles at every weight up until welterweight 147 pounds. The 40-year-old has had epic wins against Eric Morales, Marco Antonio Barrera, Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, and Oscar De La Hoya. But his return to the world champion in 2019 has rightfully earned his spot back amongst boxing's current elite crop. Our pound-for-pound boxer top 9 is Juan Francisco Estrada with 40 wins, 3 losses, and 27 knockouts. Juan Estrada recovered from his light flyweight title loss to Roman Gonzalez in fantastic fashion as the Mexican went on to win unified titles at flyweight before now winning the WBC belt at super flyweight. The Mexican two-weight world champion demonstrated his elite boxing ability against Srisaket's Sorrung Visay, taking the title in impressive fashion. The Mexican rose to fame after avenging his defeat to Srisaket's Sorrung Visay, the man who dethroned super flyweight king Roman Gonzalez. It came after Estrada regained as unified flyweight world champion, having beaten Brian Viloria. The 29-year-old then moved up to super flyweight division and scored an upset win over underdog hero Rung Visay. Our pound-for-pound boxer top 10 is Mikey Garcia with 39 wins, 1 loss and 30 knockouts. America's Mikey Garcia is an imperious 4-weight world champion recently in search of a new challenge. The 31-year-old jumped again and attempted to become a 5-weight king by fighting Errol Spence. However, he was dominated from start to finish and lost by shutout. The 4-weight world champion Garcia was knocking on the door of greatness after capturing the IBF super lightweight title with victory over Sergey Lipinets in 2018. Having first captured gold at featherweight, the Mexican-American worked his way to lightweight unification after holding a belt at super featherweight division. But a move up to welterweight this year to challenge heavy-handed IBF champion Spence proved too much for 31-year-old. A 5th weight class seemed a step too much as Garcia was outworked and outmuscled in March 2019 and subsequently lost his unbeaten record and also his place as pound-for-pound contender. Despite his reigning as lineal super lightweight champion, the Californian insists at staying at 147 pounds and chasing the big fights. Mikey Garcia was knocking on the door of greatness after capturing the IBF super lightweight title against Sergey Lipinets in 2018.
Thank you for watching Pambansang Kamao channel. Please like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. God bless.